sit around.
There's nothing awkward about sitting around because you have like a banner going across.
I faded in.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a professional.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Calm Down It's Fine podcast, episode 29.
Whoa.
The age of David 4 years ago. Whoa.
That's not true.
3?
You're old.
3.
3 years ago. Close enough.
So you're
Anyways, thank you guys
35.
for tuning in this week. Grab a chair, put on the YouTube as you drive down the road. It's safe. You'll be fine. Calm down, it's fine. Enjoy this episode of the podcast.
Now on YouTube.
We still didn't get the pen. We're still using this orange pen over here.
That's fine. It'll work.
Make it work.
I looked, see, you guys took all the pens out of his drawer. Now there's no pens
It's
over there.
totally empty.
We've had somehow, some way, we've lost every possible pen in your house.
Yes.
But this orange pen that we've complained about since episode 1,
Because
I have,
Has
This
remained.
is still somehow here.
This is useless.
For
It's an
quality
orange
sound,
pen.
I need Harrison to talk into the mic because in the last episode, I'm like, lean in.
Well, it's normally I was
And he
up
did
here.
it.
I like enjoying our box. I don't know why we can't bring the box back because we have this nice.
Because we got haters out
No,
there.
we have the
We do.
wreath thing that's here that hides everything and the on-air thing. You can't tell.
You have
Got
no
You
idea.
haters.
can't even
got
see all the
haters.
trash
None.
I have behind this thing.
You don't want to know what we got back here.
So, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Thank you for turning the podcast on. Last episode was pretty much David and I's episode, and I was noticing Dustin and Harrison just sat there sort of
What do we talk about?
silent.
Talked about being
Hunting.
You don't
married.
even
talk
know.
about hunting.
Oh, yeah.
I just said I didn't go hunting.
Real quick.
Yeah, that was the thing is Harry didn't hunt and
Who-
he's not married. So he was
Yeah.
like, why am I here?
Who was Boaz?
True.
What was Boaz before Ruth came into his life?
It was ruthless.
It was ruthless. There you go.
That's it.
That's nice.
Brother Bassett.
That's what
trained
you
me for
guys were
this
like in the
moment.
last episode. It was someone texted me. Someone was telling me today. It's like, Cameron, how dare you have an episode on getting engaged and Dustin is still not engaged because they thought that will you marry me? They're like, this is
What?
it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is it, everybody.
I'll be
Who was it?
So the clickbait worked.
Who was it?
Yeah.
The clickbait worked.
Did they talk to you?
I don't know. I was,
Then they didn't want you to know.
I was hoping
I
it was
guess I just-
Kenzie.
Yeah, I listened
dude.
to. I
She's
turned in
fine.
like this morning. I'm like, "Will you marry me?"
I know.
I was confused. Like, what did we talk about last week? Like, I did not.
It was a
know.
while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
We
Yeah.
doubled up on them. Ha! You didn't know that because we changed.
Because we changed and no one knew. Everything was different.
Absolutely.
I think all I did was move my hat from backwards to forwards.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I don't think I
we,
changed
the
anything.
first
Dustin and I
episode,
didn't change anything.
I
Oh, we
changed
didn't
my
have- we
sweatshirt.
didn't
Yeah, he
have
did.
that on
No, I
here.
didn't.
He put on that hideous fur thing he has
And
from the
it
military
was wonderful.
that he worships on. He worships every day.
Yes.
You should use that for your prayer blanket, like your prayer mat. You know how people have lamb skins that they pray on?
Yeah.
My dad has one, like in his office. You have one?
Yeah,
Is it like indented?
I had to pray first, but yeah.
Point it to the east.
Are your knees calloused?
What is it? The story of, like the knee and
Yeah, who was that? That was the guy, the missionary.
David Livingston,
No.
Mueller.
Bueller.
Bayoler. They said James.
Hmm?
James in the
He was Livingston.
it might have been, but
Yeah.
I thought it was like Mueller or something like that.
Like,
But
those are two prayer
James,
guys.
the pastor of the church of in Jerusalem,
Mhm.
when like Paul was going back and forth to act in the book of Acts, when he was going back and forth to the church of Jerusalem, they said James, when they killed him, that they had to break his legs to get them to bend because his knees were so, like, he was always on his knees praying. He prayed
Huh.
for hours and hours a day, and I think he died on his knees,
Wow.
and they couldn't get him. Well, how would he have died on his knees if he was
Crucified.
crucified? So there was something about him that he prayed so much that
They had
he
a
was like,
specially made
Yeah.
cross.
They did like a
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
figure with like bow
Yeah.
leg.
you guys talk. I'm gonna look this up. This is a martyr, and we're getting his death wrong.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like
Oh, I'd never
he's on
heard
the
this
cross
before.
and
Yeah.
just his legs are like just like
No, I haven't heard.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I know
so,
Saint-
like,
the
the
Saint
cross
Andrew's
is
cross-
like it's like this, but then it's bent this way, so that way they could
bent
put
back.
it
It's like
yeah.
a chair on the cross.
But it's like this, and then it bends back
That's
down at the
horrible.
bottom, so it goes to the
Oh,
ground.
like a little
Ugh.
inverted dick.
Oh man.
Because Andrew's cross is supposed to be an X. Like his cross was supposed to be an X. Peter's was upside
Like
down.
the X-Files.
And then John, pot of oil. I don't know. Maybe if you did some research, Cam, before you bring potentially heretical information.
I'm telling you.
All the preachers listening are going to use this as their message one of these days. And,
James, a.k.a. Camel Knees.
Camel Knees. What a nickname.
Like the
life and times of old Camel Knees, the Apostle James.
I have
never heard of old camel knees
in my life.
I don't. Yeah,
that's my guy. Just made up his own nickname for James.
Well, technically, that would be a term of endearment in this.
Camel knees.
Camel knees.
James,
I'm saying, given the reason why he had camel knees, like that's a praying man. That's old camel knees. But you tell, if I get on my mom and be like, "Hey, mom, you're camel knees," she's gonna be like,
I don't even know what that means.
She's gonna be so mad. It's not gonna go over well. Even if I explain it to her, she's gonna be like, I don't care.
I don't understand. Mad from what? Anyway, keep going, Cam.
Someone talk about their Thanksgiving.
In their research paper, they're going to quote, calm down, it's fine, podcast with that fact.
Camel knees.
In our Wikipedia.
I like that. Camel knees.
Thanksgiving.
So, how was your Thanksgiving, David?
It's all right.
Thanks.
No, that's
I can carry this on my knees.
No, Thanksgiving was awesome. I just flew up to Michigan, got up there, flew up to Detroit, drove to my aunt and uncle's house, spent the days up there. We ate so much turkey and potatoes because those are my two faves.
Well, amen.
Smothered in gravy. Then Black Friday, we spent the day spending, because immediately after we're thankful for all that we have,
you get greedy.
So
we decide that it's not enough and we need to go get more. But no, we knocked out all of our Christmas shopping, I think.
Oh,
Really?
Like, I think all of it.
Wow.
With the exception of, like, Nikki was with me, so I couldn't buy Nikki's
So you
stuff.
got our gifts too?
Yep.
There you go.
That's that moment where I call Harrison on his bluff, and now Harry's like, "Oh no, I have to get them something."
Speaking of,
thankfully you have to wait till Christmas.
I still have a whole month. We're good.
Yeah.
So it says
So now he doesn't care about my Thanksgiving anymore.
I could lie right now because technically I still have a week until this comes out. And I could say, yeah, I bought all these guys this, and he'd say, no, you didn't. Well, when this comes out, I did.
It'll come out in the wash.
I didn't buy you guys anything.
That's not much of a gift.
But yeah, no, we flew back from Michigan. Oh, Saturday we watched the Michigan-Ohio game.
There was
Michigan won.
Yeah, zooms in.
I edit these videos. And then we flew back in from Detroit today. You told me to say how my weekend was.
I know.
So what are you
just
making
mad you can't
camel
find
noises
camel
for
knees
over there?
I found it. He doesn't care about Thanksgiving anymore.
Hearing about Michigan.
We had enough. We had enough filler.
Biblically,
Do that one more time.
My wife
One more
was showing Michigan.
Yes.
They were showing
Soundbite.
me. They were showing me on. My wife was bringing me through social media of all Ohio's posts, and anything that has an M, they
cross out.
Yeah.
They cross out
I'm like,
the M.
this is
That's so
too
cool.
much.
Yeah.
Like no, at
That's
the
so funny.
stadium. At the stadium, they had a red X over the M in stadium.
Which is fine.
So
which is
Michigan
fine.
fans would do XHIX for Ohio, but like you take away the O,
Right.
And Michigan would do for Ohio fans would do X.
It's fine because nobody can cross out that scoreboard.
How many times you gonna zoom in on your face? All right, so
The
here's
whole
what it says.
podcast is just gonna be me.
It should
Actually,
be just
He was-
whipping in and out.
He was in the habit of entering alone into the temple and was frequently found upon his knees begging forgiveness for the people, so that his knees became hard like those of a camel. In consequence of his constantly bending them in his worship of God and asking forgiveness for the people. So I was, almost right.
So wait, they
He
were
wasn't
hard.
believing
That
me.
doesn't mean they couldn't.
Yeah, but
bend.
how was he like running around in shorts? Like were people like, yo, James,
They
let
just
me
have
feel your
like
knees.
those
Calloused knees.
knee
He's got
pads
them
like the
bees
carpenters.
knees.
Maybe maybe his tunic was just tight because the knees.
He had his loins
That
girded
boy,
up.
that boy had
His
some
loins
thick
were always
knees.
girded up.
Like, I'm not.
Thick knees.
Maybe he was like.
Yeah, my friends call me thick
Maybe it was
knees.
a rumor. He like to float out there, just like, yeah, I got pretty thick knees.
That boy's patellas are thick.
Dude, oh, that's perfect.
His patellas. Look at him things.
That
They
boy-
thick.
That's a T-shirt.
He wants people to know, like,
I have thick patellas.
I have.
I mean, it's been said. I mean, you've heard what they've said about my knees, right? Like, no, like, bro, it's like
Yeah, they're pretty. They're pretty
it's like
thick.
camel skin, dude.
Self-proclaimed.
Camel,
And
camel
they're
thick.
like, really?
Like camel thick,
So
bro.
like when he died, they're like, they said he had camel knees.
Camel.
That just started to spread.
yeah, he's starting his own rumor.
We don't know. We can't fact check him.
Hey,
It's gone
this
through.
isn't
Actually,
This rumor's gone through church history.
This isn't falsifiable.
that'd be fun
no.
to start your own rumor like that. Like, hey, you heard what they said about my abs, right?
James,
like,
brother
they're
of
like
Jesus.
hard as a rock.
All right.
Man, that's rock abs over there.
he now look, we can't laugh. He was martyred. He was thrown off a
Can't
building.
laugh.
Off a
laugh.
building. No, I'm saying he was the
Oh, he's thrown off the temple. Yeah.
Yeah. He was the pastor at the church of Jerusalem. That was a tough job. He was the brother of Jesus, not James, in the one who was killed by Herod. So cool. How do we get that?
Because you were talking about the prayer rug.
There was another
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, there was another guy who this floor was. I think that was.
It was
If it was Livingston. It
Livingston,
might have been. Yeah. Okay. Have you been there? You know what's the facts on that? We're not looking that one up. Anyways, you all are probably wondering. Look at that. Can you zoom in?
No.
Just stand up.
Somebody sent me.
Watch out because your cord's attached though.
Well, that and his massive chest is gonna
Now you're standing
overpower
out
the
of
screen.
frame.
Said
Oh my
nobody ever.
goodness.
Said this guy.
This guy.
What are we doing?
Somebody sent us this. I wanna get
Yeah.
some comrades.
What does 23 mean?
Yeah, they
It's
sent
like
this
Jordan's
to me.
number 23 Bulls Chicago.
But
I don't know.
on the back it
You
says
divide 2
Russia.
it says Russia.
Then you get
Like,
0.666.
what are we doing?
I don't know what's more offensive, Russia or that fact you're wearing jeans with a jersey.
What's wrong with that, dude?
I think it looks cute.
What are you supposed to wear? Shorts?
No, like sweatpants.
Got you.
Sweatpants, dude. I
Yeah.
see people all the time wearing jeans. What are you wearing?
Okay, with
I'm not wearing
jerseys,
a
with
jersey,
basketball
though.
jerseys?
Yes.
You see basketball jerseys and jeans on the reg?
Yeah.
I always see
Every
people,
basketball
like-
player in America.
not like actual
plays
playing, but like
like
people walking
that,
around the streets. Yeah,
Like LeBron as he goes out, like has his like rip off jorts.
dude. Like, oh, whatever. Anyways,
a
thank you,
good American
whoever.
should.
Thank you, whoever you are, for sending me this. Number one, how'd you get my address?
That's pretty scary.
That is the
I've been posting it on the internet.
Number two,
Is that
thank
supposed
you,
to do
love
that?
it. Why does it say Russia on the back?
because we are the comrades.
It's like they didn't see the back.
What is
They said,
this?
"Oh," and they edited the front, and the back
Yeah,
was like.
it's like,
They could have obviously they could have wrote anything on the front, but they
True.
decided to put Russia on the back. How
What
does
does it smell like?
this?
Yeah.
It smells like
Coal
Vodka?
and bears and
You're saying like a Molotov?
no. I was
Smells
gonna
like-
say napalm.
hey, Paul.
I would.
Sticks to
I
kids.
don't think you really did napalm in Russia like at all, but okay.
No, they just burned them down with regular fire.
Anyways,
Smells like Putin.
Smells like oppression.
yeah. Yeah. For those of you who are,
Smells
Look.
Get it, Putin.
there are definitely people.
Smells like Putin.
One more time. One more time.
One more time, yeah.
Smells like Putin.
This jersey smells like Putin.
This is fun.
Can you wear?
No.
No, you can't. You're
No.
looking it
Yes.
up. You
Stop.
cannot.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on
You
your
cannot
side. I'm on
wear
your
it.
team.
That's
I'm
like,
known for my wise
that's like-
fashion choices.
Can I wear a shirt and tie with sweatpants?
Yes.
No, you cannot.
You can.
Although I've seen
totally
some kids.
You will get
I've,
pointed
I've
at.
seen some kids come into church in sweatpants.
You will get pointed at, and if
Shirt
you
and tie
have
and sweatpants.
Yeah.
your wife may scold you.
We're getting baby steps in Christian maturity. We'll get there.
Speaking of baby steps,
True.
Oh
While
yeah.
we're-
Speaking of baby
Speaking
steps,
of baby
I don't
steps.
know what you're talking about.
look what Harry
It's a
got for Cameron's baby.
Cam's
Did you-
Jason,
like
look
a
at that.
phone app, like a
Shower
laptop
with-
act.
all you got to
Yo.
do is get the jersey
Anyway.
and jeans, and
There
then you
went
got a
Cam's
complete
gift.
outfit.
So we'll show this for those who are looking at the screen, go, if you don't know what it is,
go to
our
YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
ta-da. All right, so these are a pair of Jordan 1 Lost and Founds baby booty for like one crib, like as soon as they come out of the womb. Literally, so I was telling people at work
Feet
that
will never touch the
because
ground.
I was trying to get the adult sizes because I wanted them. But I'm like, you know what? Let's go for all the sizes.
Thanks,
Worst
man.
case scenario, if I get the baby booty, I'll give it to Cam and I won't sell them. But I was telling people at work that I got this. I'm like, dude, it was so cool if I had a kid that I would do this and I would get the baby.
You just have to take care of a couple things
Right.
first.
A few things happen, but I'm like,
what?
They look
when
nice
you're supposed
in the
to
varsity
put them
red.
on, I told him I would go into like the delivery room. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's like the doctors. I would make my way through the doctors
Of your
as soon
son.
as, good. As soon as the child
At the
comes
adoption
out,
center.
I was like, I understand you got to cut the umbilical cord, but could you please slip these on real quick?
Don't
like-
paddle his booty yet. Hold up, put these on.
Like, sir,
Guys,
this is
I am
know
saying
what
a
I'm doing.
billion guys who are cool dudes wearing jerseys.
They're cool
No.
dudes.
All these basketball players on here wearing their jeans,
Yeah, like Brad
like
Pitt.
out and about, like
I
going
wouldn't hang
to
out with
dinner, going out on a date, like they're wearing jerseys with jeans.
George Lopez.
Time out.
Taylor
now I know your
Swift.
line, because anybody who goes out on a date wearing a basketball jersey should care more
Going
about how
to
they look
the
in public.
mall. Okay, I don't know what they're doing.
Nobody hangs out
Anyway,
at the mall
But
anymore.
on the back, this is pretty cool.
What are all
Guys,
these?
Not the Denver Mall.
Man, what are these?
Cam doesn't care
Place
about his
is trash.
child. He doesn't
Rest
care
in
about
peace.
his child at all. He only cares about proving his
know.
point right
No,
about
dude,
the
thank
jersey.
you so
like-
much.
But it
He's
has
got milestones.
so on
If
the
you
back,
would get him a pair for every size that he grows into,
Yeah.
I would
Like-
mad respect.
I have a question
crazy.
though.
That'd be so much money.
So you said that you would get these and you give them to Cameron and not sell them. What is
Yeah.
the resale value for these baby booties?
$1,700.
like, how is this not
let
cool?
me find that out right now.
I don't understand the whole.
So like the actual adult size is
Like all the
$400.
time I see that. So what are we talking about?
What are we looking at? This
I mean,
is
look
scary.
At this. Look at this.
Cameron's just got me looking at guys wearing jerseys and
Yeah.
jeans.
He's a married.
I'd like to point out that all of those were white trash. Every last one of them.
He said he's a married man. What
I
is
said,
that?
I said he's a married man.
Who's your man? Because he figured it out.
So dumb.
He's got a
Infant.
system.
Look at this. How do you get cooler than this? This is what's his name from the Lakers, bro.
That's it.
What's his name from the Lakers? You don't even know his name.
It's $56.
Look,
Is that Westbrook?
no, that's the guy who got traded. I think. Look.
Oh,
I
that's
thought you
how
were
cool
gonna
he
say
was.
Put it up on
Stabbed.
the screen. Put it up on YouTube. So I know
That's
who
the
I'm
guy
talking
that got stabbed.
about. Yeah, do it.
No.
Do it right now.
All right, Dustin, you're in charge of editing videos now.
All right. I'm going to add in a bunch of words. I'm going
If you
to.
put subtitles,
The whole time, it's like
if
your
you
lips
turn
going
on
to.
subtitles in the video, it's just gonna say poop over and over again.
No doubt.
I'll just like face
there's a
whatever
million of-
my lips on all of
My
your
point
guys'
is
lips, and
further-
it'll be like poop.
My point is further
Like the whole-
proven.
every word.
Yeah.
Number one, you probably shouldn't wear basketball jerseys to begin with because they're awful. So, just joking.
Rip it.
I like
Yeah.
basketball jerseys.
Do you wear them?
Isn't
I've
it?
never
Try.
worn one. I've
Are you
never.
gonna get that framed? Like people retire jerseys and have them
Yeah,
framed
probably.
in the thing.
We'll all sign it.
I have.
Also-
Ooh,
Put
that
it,
would
put it
be
right there.
cool.
Move
Yeah.
my wedding pictures
Yeah.
Right.
and just put it right there.
Get
You
them
just
out
put
of
them
there.
right in the trash.
Get them out of there.
But wedding pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't resell
Yeah,
those.
of course.
But
Of course.
You can, or you should retake the photos in the exact same poses, but you holding your
Just
jersey.
you four?
No, you holding the jersey.
Dustin,
No.
Harrison, David, me. All right. Well,
Anyway.
hey, we have
Didn't get to
launched
do the
on-
milestones in the. That's the coolest part.
I like the last
It
milestone.
has
His
milestones.
first jump.
So it says for so and so, date of birth,
Mm-hmm.
first crawl, first steps, and first jump. So if you throw your
I
kid
didn't
up
even
in
know
the air
that-
yeah,
before
so
they crawl,
you better get this kid working on his vert.
Tell you what.
just throw him on a
Calf
trampoline before he
raisers.
can walk,
Can you
and
get him
technically
little?
it's jumping.
Can you get him little ankle
Yeah.
weights?
As soon as he can
Yeah.
walk, ply
Cam
him.
runs outside with his baby over his head. He goes,
He's like, people think it's that order, but if I find a trampoline and I chuck my baby on it, technically it's jumping.
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as he can walk,
I chuck my
ply him.
baby.
Get him on it. Calisthenics.
That's another strange name, Chuck. I never talk. I'm just want to.
Isn't that short for Charles?
Don't ask again.
All right. Well, we are on.
Yeah, just somehow. Would
Let's
you
work
get
on not
on with it?
interrupting and cutting each other off. Said the email or of text we once got from yours truly.
That's multiple emails.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, we are on obviously YouTube now. If you guys are listening, pause
YouTube.
Pause the podcast and go to YouTube and give us a subscribe, please. That would be great. And yeah, give us a rating and a like. Leave a comment. Your comments make a great part of the show. With that being said, we need to put out a poll. We need to put out a questionnaire of different topics people want to hear about. Like what the people want to hear.
We haven't listened to.
We have a
them
Twitter,
so
don't we?
far.
No, I mean,
people heard what we did to that one chick in the email. I don't think they become gun shy in their ideas.
They're like,
Has she emailed since then?
No, we should probably read Ellie's email.
Yeah. We'll get around to it.
We need a Dustin. What we should do a Dustin apology video.
Yeah,
where it's like obviously scripted apology.
Like
I'm eyes reading across, glaring,
like Joe Biden reading cards. A teleprompter. Then I'll just start adding extra words.
This is a good idea.
Come on, man.
Next line.
You know the thing.
Yeah.
Page 3.
Emotional.
I'm very
emotional pause.
Very super duper. Uber. Really mega. Not sorry.
Ooh, I was hanging on every word.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're good.
For now.
You're good, dude. You're good, dude.
So, I had some things that I was thinking about.
Hit it. We have we have emails to read.
So let me get these out of the way then.
And then get your stuff.
I have a dumb question.
I wrote them down, but I remember them, so I don't need to look. So the first thing I have a question about is when you guys are talking about the air, right? So like you're talking about the heat or the AC.
Yep.
All right. So say it's like at a certain degree.
Yes.
And you're like, man, it's hot. Do you say turn the AC up, or do you say turn the air down? What do you say?
That's good.
Because I can see how it could be.
Because it could.
In the South, they say cut on the light, cut on the AC, cut on the heat.
So like if
cut on the
turn
window,
the AC on.
So if
turn that joker on.
So if my wife is like, she's cold. Oh, I'm cold, and she goes, turn the air up. Does that mean I turn the temperature up and the heat goes up, or does that mean that I
turn the air? All right, she's cold.
Okay,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Turn the heat up.
Turn the heat.
That's
up.
how normal non-psychopaths speak.
All right, now let's look at it the other way. Now you're hot, right?
Yes.
Do you go turn the air up?
Turn the air down.
Turn the air down.
Or turn the AC on.
So you would turn the temperature down. You would turn the air down.
Lower
okay, so I've heard it the other way of somebody's hot and they go, man, turn the air up, and then you're like, do you want it hotter or do you want like? So
that's when you just rip the thermostat off the wall.
Those people
and then you throw it.
Need to be sought, caught, and shot.
Camel knees.
You heard it here first. If that's how you speak,
to manipulate that shot.
That's 3.
Correct. Sought, caught, and shot.
So we're in agreement then, because that's
video cam. You can't hide that.
I can.
I was rhyming it with shot.
Bad cam.
He's got a rum and coke over there.
So
rebel.
So we're in agreement then, because that's the way it makes sense.
I didn't want this friendship to end.
Because that's how serious it is to you. If you didn't agree with me, I was going to kick you off the podcast.
My mom,
all the name calling and bashing, none of that mattered. Except you. What are you? You want me to turn the air up? You moron!
My mom
would
always threaten us as kids. Whatever. Like she's like, you ever think you're just whatever, and you threaten me to get out of here? She goes, hit the road. She's like, I'll help you pack. Hit the road.
Oh, you threaten you're going to leave? Like,
we never did, but, you'd hear a story about a kid leaving the house. She's like, I tell you what, you guys ever do that? You ever try to, she was just like, I'll help you pack. Hit the road. And she did it with her face. Hit the road.
Did you try it?
No. Did any of you ever try to, when you were a kid, you ever see the cartoons where they,
packed the bag and
had that red bandana?
Like the knapsack?
The knapsack and have everything just and they just walk down the road. Did you ever do that?
I
What can you
remember
even fit in a hobo sack? Like, how long can one survive?
A couple of cheese sticks, maybe a yogurt.
but
Yeah,
when you're
something
that
high
young,
in protein.
One
that's all you
Go-Gurt.
need. One time I got mad at my parents
Bag of peanuts.
for probably I was like super little, so it was probably something
Just like
stupid.
a credit card in there.
These guys are having their own podcast over here, dude.
It's a sidebar.
Tell you what,
Just a bunch of socks
They're
and one
both-
credit card.
they both are like riding a wave.
Little did you know, it's your mom's credit card and she's broke.
just canceled
You're not getting very far.
No, for real, they're like fired up.
Just
I
good
feel-
ideas.
What's that?
We had some good ideas. Today.
Yeah, it's too
We've
bad we
done-
weren't
we've
recording
done
before you hit that.
Well,
theme
it might
song, 'cause
be
they
for
were
the
crushing
best.
it.
Well, some of them you shouldn't have mentioned.
Some of them should be left alone. Probably stuff that I said.
No,
I
I
can
feel like
think
you and
of at
Harry were
least 3
crushing it
things.
before the
We were
theme
doing.
song went off.
We were doing great.
You were in rare form.
Yeah. We were doing real. I mean,
No,
we really
Go ahead,
solved
David.
a lot
Dude,
of.
keep
save
going.
him, save him.
Keep going.
Yep. So
I was about to just start saying what we were talking about. So you
one
just
time when I was
say
a kid,
stuff.
I packed a bag. And
Yeah.
I think I made it to the edge of the front yard, and I was like, well, "This isn't gonna work."
You're like,
Coward.
So then you just moved in with the neighbors.
I was probably like 9.
Yeah.
Like,
What'd you pack?
I can't even remember. I just remember dragging a
Question.
bag like across the front yard, and when I got to the edge of the yard, I was
Do you
like,
know it'd be easier than carrying a knapsack? Like rolling a suitcase. That'd be smarter.
yeah,
That'd
but
be a
it's just
lot
not
easier.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
doesn't have the same
Huck
effect.
Finn had his knapsack on a stick.
Yep.
Doesn't get cooler than that. No
have you seen
shoes.
this? Have you seen those motorized
Isn't that Tom
suitcases now?
Sawyer?
What?
You ride them?
Yeah, people like sit on them and ride them through the airport.
You
That's
just
smart.
Buzz,
What?
buzz.
Yeah, it's
Those
awesome.
suitcase
Huh.
things?
Yeah, it's like you
Yeah.
sit on the suitcase and you're just like,
Pretty cool.
Have
I don't know
you
how that
tried
goes to
running
security,
away
but
since
yeah.
being married?
Have you ever thought of that?
no. Nope.
David's mouthing potentially help me.
No.
He's like, I'm in danger.
Blink twice if you're in
Yeah.
danger.
Subtitles will say like SOS. Like call this number if
He's
you
like
find Jesus.
astounded how no one's
when
picked
you
up on
edit
it
the
yet.
video.
He's been like so many chips out
leaving-
their hands. Help me!
Yeah, the words. on,
Video.
like,
David was pushing for video.
Tapping
Yeah.
SOS
This is
into the
why.
mic.
There's like intricate coding
Yeah.
that's been going on. Like Hogan's Heroes would be able to figure it out, but we're like, I don't know what he's talking.
Yeah, I don't know. David,
All those
David
whispers-
keeps twitching while we're talking. It's weird. I don't know.
All the whispers going on after like, it's fine. Like all, it's always like something like help.
if you play it backwards, like please help me,
backwards masking.
please, I need you. My wife is a psychopath.
If you-
She says turn the air up, and I can't stand
If
it.
you play the podcast backwards,
It'd
there's
probably
a
make more
secret
sense.
message.
We'll be honest.
I don't think it'd make more. I think it would make the same.
You know what's funny is that
No
Let's
less.
be real. Thank you.
Dustin would still be saying poop.
Hey,
It would be the same.
dude, that's the only. Wow.
It's Dustin is changeless.
Unchangeable.
Unredeemable. Sorry,
Unflappable.
that's what you are.
So the other thing,
Yeah.
the other thing that I had thought about,
What?
and this actually isn't like a question. This is something that
It's
I
a
heard,
statement.
and it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Mm.
So, this guy and this girl were talking, and
No.
this girl goes, "How do guys say hi to each other?"
What's up, dude?
No,
Well,
it's like
he
a head.
looked,
Like a head.
and he answered immediately, and it was so true. At least in my for me, it was so true. Like it kind of blew my mind a
Like
little
your
bit.
truth.
Yeah, he said if you see a guy that wasn't open,
Oh,
Oh,
tune
wasn't
into
open.
the YouTube to see what happened.
he said,
Do
"You
we
better
knock
take
this
it
one
away,
over?
dude. We don't have a hashtag sponsor." He said if you see a guy, if you know him, you head nod up. If you don't know him,
Head
No.
nod down.
and I was like, so then I started paying attention to it this
Yeah.
last week, and I'm like, dude, I do that if I see somebody I don't know, if I see somebody I do know,
No, that's true. I don't.
I didn't even realize that.
but it's one of those things that
older men don't
Unless you're
usually
blind.
get it. Like I always
Right.
seem to like on the construction site, like older guys driving the big trucks, delivering stuff. I always seem to just do a big exaggerated head movement, and they get that because if you just go
right.
they don't. But I'm just like,
But it's one
Like
of
a
those things
little-
like
yeah,
and they're like-
right. And
But
then,
like
if they don't get it, then I just throw rocks at them.
So I didn't even realize that like I did this thing, and then like once he said it, and I started paying attention to it, and then it became this thing. Like throughout just living life.
It sounded like you were about to sing.
I thought
yes.
Throughout
I was just living life.
Take it away.
I thought it was gonna break out and
just living life.
Song and
welcome to the Calm Down, It's Fine musical.
Dude, it literally sounded like. Didn't you think that too?
It did. I thought my voice.
Throughout just living life.
It's just like
it's like an intro like to a Disney song.
Yeah, I also started watching Hallmark movies. What is wrong with me? No, so yeah, like just
that was quiet.
Throughout just living life.
It sounds like a song.
Throughout just never once have I ever.
Yo, Davey Sloan, put some music to that.
Some guitar,
some chords,
some strings.
Some chords
got it.
Just living life.
Our biggest fan.
Man,
so
CD,
we
write that down.
Meredith's already writing the song.
Yeah,
up.
throughout just living life. New hit single.
But it's just something that not without expressly being told that that's how guys say hi to each other. That's something that I assume a lot of other guys just picked up through everyday life.
I think it's
girls
true.
Not allowed to do that.
Huh?
No,
Well, how many girls do you see like? What's up?
I don't know. I don't talk to girls.
No, if it's a girl, if it's a guy, I always end up. Usually, I'll do a verbal like, "What's up, man?" or "How you doing?" You know, just and that's it.
Yeah.
If it's like a lady or a girl, I would say, "Hi, how are you?" You know what I mean? Just like passing, "Hi, how are you?" I don't say, "What's
she's
up?"
like, "I have a boyfriend."
No, I would say
I'm saying that's better. Like, "What's up?" I'm not asking a girl what's up. Like, "Hi, how are you? How you doing?"
I would say that like if I ever have to like talk to a girl, I just say, "It'll get away from me, you disgusting freak. My girlfriend's more beautiful than you'll ever be."
Well, there was a lady walking.
Those exact words.
There was a 35-year-old lady
mouth,
walking down the street today, walking her dog on the construction site where I'm at. I'm walking
On
to
the construction site.
like it's
Inside
new
of it.
houses, old houses.
Okay,
like,
okay.
They got
whatever.
buried.
She's walking her
It's
dog.
muddy.
I'm walking to my truck. We cross paths. "Hi, how are you?" "Good. How are you?" "Thank you." No, but just like
And then you kick the dog.
Kick the dog.
Good.
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, that's a normal.
Stole her purse.
And that's how.
And just went on with your day.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Took her knapsack.
What would you say? You're walking to your truck. There's a lady you've never seen.
Go
What would
away.
Take a smile and nod.
It depends
Like
how
a,
close
like a
is
side,
she.
like a side wave.
How close is she to my truck or my car?
I'm parked next to the sidewalk.
Like
She's
ma'am,
walking by the sidewalk. I have to stop so she can walk by.
Ma'am, please have your dog put his leg down.
I'm pretty sure I just smile and keep it moving.
When she says, "Hi, how are you?"
If she's
You just crop
if she initiates and she says, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, doing good.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, just doing
Please
good."
go away.
No, I don't. I never.
I'm just
ask. I
nicer.
never-
So,
I
how many
start-
tracks do you guys
I
give out
start-
on the reg?
I start signing. That way they feel really bad.
What?
Anyway,
Harry's learned just enough ASL for this one joke.
have.
It's just like
he has a
was
walking
impressed. I
stick
had
that he
two
pulls out of his back
depths.
pocket.
Yeah.
Just this.
that's blind, not deaf.
He's
I
both.
know. I'm talking about a different.
What other
scenario.
ailments you got?
You have, I said you have like a little stick in the back of your pocket.
Yeah.
Just
It's whatever. If they start signing, that's why I'll pull out my staff.
What? Interestingly
funny.
enough, I do know for sure that no deaf people listen to this podcast.
It's true.
Why?
Good thing it's on YouTube with
But now
subtitles.
they can. It's on YouTube.
With
Are you saying
subtitles.
deaf
Turn
people
on the
can't
closed
listen to a podcast? You're ableist.
Autogen.
CD-I. What's F? I always forget F.
The video quality is not good enough for them to read our lips.
It's gonna bother me.
All right. Well,
You guys been watching the World Cup?
See,
I want America to lose in the worst way.
Dude,
We've been tying.
Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, and all the players for Saudi Arabia were given Rolls Royces.
Really?
Yeah.
I want America to lose because
We're going to lose.
I
inevitably.
want them to. Oh, did you hear anything about this LGBTQ thing that they did? They changed all the practice facilities, all the practice jerseys, all the memorabilia, all the stuff on the sideline. They changed the American flag to a rainbow flag.
what?
How'd they get let in? Because I read that
It's because
this-
it's a protest. Once they were there, they changed it all because Qatar, wherever it is
won't let
being
them in
held.
because it's illegal.
Right.
they won't let homosexuals.
The way God intended.
It's whatever. Dustin, please don't say anything that we have to cut. Anyways, me and David have a lot of work. Listen, I'm saying Qatar is like,
tell me where I'm wrong.
Anti everything about homosexuals, which is, I mean, they're like killing them.
Yeah.
So my point is, America is all these social things going on. Qatar has labor camps, prison camps, all these crazy things, and we changed the American flag to the gay pride flag.
Yeah, we're trying to be focused on what really matters.
Yeah. Like, are you?
I didn't see that.
Dude,
I did hear
huge.
that people were trying to wear like rainbow stuff into the games, and they were getting stopped at the door and were like, "No, you can't wear that. You got to go."
Yeah, the American
somebody
team
go across this
change their stuff, like, so that they couldn't even do anything about it because it's our team. They can't tell our team not to wear a color.
Listen, you don't. Here's the thing.
Sickening, dude.
One, yeah, it is slightly. It's
and then the coach for the USA has a shirt on that says "States," not United.
Here's the thing.
Because we're not United States, so he just says States.
Here's the thing: is
that's stupid.
One,
how is this even a thing?
But two,
of course, all the commercials. Sorry, David. All the commercials leading up to the World Cup were like patriotic, getting everyone on board, trying to unite the country.
Because that's what it's about.
Well, that and also nobody cares about soccer. And I actually thought they did a good job of like, oh yeah, this is the team. This is our team. I kind of got behind them a little bit. Like, I can. I'm going to start watching the U.S. soccer to see. And then they pull this stunt. It's frustrating.
Well, it's
just
one of those
leave it
things,
all out.
Well,
leave politics and social agendas out.
It also makes us look so bad because
it does.
Whether or not you agree with Qatar's laws and stuff on homosexuality, right? Whatever side of the fence that you're on, it is disrespectful to go into another country and be like, as a country, we're here and we don't care what your law. We don't care how you guys operate here. But if somebody came to America and was just like, we're gonna wild out and stuff, no matter what.
Well, it's funny because any other day of the week,
if they were like to burn a flag or like spit on something patriotic, we would say be up in arms.
Right.
And here, like, okay, I get obviously we don't support lifestyle, but like if they have rules, don't mention it. Then you come in and like
it's against the law to be homosexual in Qatar. Okay.
And other Arabic.
Yeah, it's like that's how it is, and it's so funny how all the left wing people are like so pro, Islam and
well, it's any other day of the week, any other issue, it would be like, no, these countries are wonderful, they're perfect, we should be just like them.
Right.
Like, they kill gays in violent manners. Like,
it's crazy.
But now we're up in what? But they do this every day of the week.
Legitimately, it makes us look bad as a country.
It does.
We would be so like flamboyant and disrespectful.
Why are we majoring on that?
With all of the horror,
here's why.
In the world.
Here's why.
Female,
we don't have a prayer at winning, so we might as well try and make a statement while we're there.
Well, also what about
women?
Equal rights for women.
I know.
Women.
I've tell your
seen
story.
Dude, I've seen it firsthand. The women over there are treated horribly.
I
if you are a
telling
woman,
a story that I'm pretty sure Cam had to cut out of an earlier episode.
No, it was in there.
Tell
did he
about
live
the
the
standing in the street.
Yeah.
No, give the testimony you gave at Thanksgiving Sunday.
Yeah. So there was one.
Could you cry like you did then?
I'm not trying not to. Anyway, you're funny. There was one. So like the Afghan army was trying to like implement women soldiers into their units to be like up to date with like the cultures across the world, because ultimately what's going to shape the Middle East is not even warfare, because it's an ideology. You can't put an end to it. You need a culture shift in order for anything to change over there. But so they had one female soldier that was in one of the Afghan companies that we would visit throughout the week to like train, advise, and assist. And we had one female NCO that was attached to our team, and we're not allowed. This is one of their women. We're not allowed. Men, we're not allowed to talk to them. So the woman, she had to go, and then we could have a male interpreter because we didn't have a female one, obviously. But so she would talk to him, or she would talk to this woman, every week, and every time she would. When we would go back, this woman would like just unload and like talk about the moment we left, I mean, the whole week they would abuse her, they'd rape her. They was just like her whole life was just living as almost a sex slave to these fools. And this is supposed to be like, you know, by like our standards, it would be a woman who, you know, like she made it. She's
right.
like proving
a successful woman. She's made it into the
but she was like
nothing but a
Afghanistan or like the Middle East is really, at least from what I saw where I went, it's really, there's no middle ground. You have this half and this half, and this side hates America, loves the Taliban, Al Qaeda, you know, fill in the blank. They want whatever Islamic State they believe is the true government, and whatever form of government they have so far is illegitimate. The other half loves America, and they love our presence in these countries because we are, just by being there, because we're the United States and we are, you know, kind of masters of warfare, we're a deterrent. So like getting caught, like there's constant riots.
Tell the story about the standing in the streets.
So part of Sharia law, and I didn't realize this until halfway through. So we would run missions in Kabul like every day, and I like right from the get go, I noticed like every so often in the middle of the highway there were these women that were in the full. I think it's called a burka, because they say hijab, but that's just a face thing. But the whole thing,
yeah, burka is everything.
Yeah,
hijab is just the hair. Hijab covers the hair because their hair's not allowed to be seen.
The burka
is
is
like the ninja.
Yes, so that's what this entire blue dress covered absolutely everything, and even like the face, like it's just blue mesh. You can't see their face. You can't even tell it's a human being. But they just be in the middle of the road. Sometimes they'd have kids. Sometimes it would just be them, but they would just stand there all day. The whole day. So confused. I didn't understand it. I was just like, oh, it's just one of their customs. And after a while, like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Because these have kids. These don't have, like, what is going on here? Why are they in the middle of the road? They're the only people in the middle of the road, and it's always women. So I asked one of our interpreters. Well, we all did, because we were like, what is going on? So we asked, I think it was Saeed, of which is dead now, because he was killed immediately after we left. Oh. Thanks, Biden. Good job. Anyway, and he said that part of Sharia law is that if the woman or the wife or whatever of the household does something that the husband deems is like irresponsible or unfaithful, or it could be anything that he picks. You know, he's the man; he can do whatever. Yeah. So he would then force her to stand in the middle of the road and beg. And this would go on and on and on until he deemed that she had done enough to earn her right to come back in the house. It's nuts.
It's insane.
Of all of this stuff we have going on.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna pick the what?
Right.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's like, but if you were to talk about, like, you know, I think they're a terrible country. Like, actually, I can't believe you would disrespect a culture like that.
Right. Exactly.
What?
I think it's poorly run. I think it's a rat infested.
It is. It's a rat's nest. People are fighting for their lives to get out of there.
Yeah,
their whole life is just drenched in war.
Out.
Yes.
And here we are wearing rainbow flags.
Like, well, it's the same. Like when you talk trash,
I will never watch it.
No, you talk trash about Mexico, and then they're like,
"You're wicked as hell."
I watched the Portugal game today.
Hit the road.
While we're on the topic of American team, totally unrelated.
Go Russia.
So,
just joking.
There's a guy named the Medford Messi who is from New Jersey. What is his name?
Medford Messi.
Brendan Aronson. So my cousin, Steve's youngest.
Did you just type in Medford Messi?
Yeah.
And it came up?
Yeah.
You're quick.
So
I think he looked it up while he was talking.
I looked it up ahead of time, yeah. So Steve's youngest.
You had to look at your phone still?
Yeah. Steve's youngest.
Wrong with you? Disappointed.
When he was in high school, was playing against this guy who's now in the men's U.S. men's team.
Wow.
So they were number 2 in the state, Steve's youngest, Luke. And then this team that he played against, which was Shawnee High School, was number 1 in the country.
Wow.
And he's
that's cool.
I mean, the USA has tied both of their games. So I think
they were supposed to be garbage. They were supposed to lose to England.
I think we tied though.
Yeah,
so
it was 0-0.
Was it Wales?
So right now in the rankings, USA's got only 2 points. That's not going to get them any further. No. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, 0 for a loss. And Portugal won 2-0 against Uruguay today.
Who's the team? Who is the team?
The team?
San Francisco.
Favored to win?
Is it Spain or Portugal?
Portugal's going to be up there because of Ronaldo.
Isn't he like 41?
I don't think he's that old.
In his
That's what I
30s.
mean about this.
He's like Tom Brady.
Messi's retiring this year.
He's not that
Argentina
old.
lost. Although I had, when we were out visiting.
All right, so explain this to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Oh, you're 5, yeah.
Okay, go.
Eli 5.
It comes. The World Cup is every 4 years.
I don't know.
I have no clue.
So
This is the first time I've ever.
these
paid
are all the
attention to it.
national teams.
Not
Like the
all,
USA
so-
has professional teams, Chicago
So-
Fire, whatever. All these teams.
So the
Yeah.
way it works
and then they
is,
put together a team.
So the
But why doesn't
countries.
this happen during the Olympics?
So the countries play
Because you have the World Cup. And the World Cup lasts for like
30
a
days.
month. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 30 days. And what it is countries play, and then if the country plays good enough to get qualified to play in the FIFA World Cup, then they get broken. They get broken up because soccer. I mean,
It is the world sport.
well, it's the world sport, but they play all year round. Like it's not like a season where they're just like, all right, well, we're not going to be playing for like this portion
They don't
of
have
the
an
year.
off season.
Yeah, they're just constantly playing soccer.
The championship has been awarded every 4 years since the inaugural tournament. Yeah.
Now the
So
Olympics.
every 4 years.
The Olympics the Olympics does have soccer, right?
I don't think so.
They have basketball.
I know that.
I don't think they have. Because like, again, they'll be so.
They should
Big.
probably stop having.
So
basketball.
America
It'd be so
just
big
so
there.
it's like yeah.
They should probably stop having
There's
basketball.
what, like
Anyways.
30 something teams? 32?
In soccer.
No, in the World Cup right now.
Oh,
36. It's 48 next time.
I want to say.
All right, so now that everyone's asleep, you want to do some comments
soccer.
from your thing from soccer?
Sleep.
We're gonna read these emails.
You wanna
Is that
read
what you want to
emails?
do?
Which one are we?
Let me pull up these
Start
emails.
with the worst one first. That way, no matter what he picks, people are going to be offended.
Well, I don't know which one's the worst one because Cameron wouldn't.
Yeah,
let me
I
read
could
them
say
ahead of
pick the
time.
worst one first or pick the best one first. In either way, someone is going to get offended. Beautiful.
All right,
Go.
Let's
Tyler
go with
Campbell, toilet paper over or under?
over.
Over.
Who's
Over.
over?
Stupid.
We need better youths.
My response: what's wrong with you? Stupid.
Did he answer back? Because that would probably be a long list of things.
No.
So you sent us a lot of emails. I don't know
Yeah.
which one you want us
Are
to
you
read
doing
All right,
first.
Well,
well,
you-
I'll read. We'll start from the last. Let's see.
Which one's last? Oh,
We'll start with Hannah, real quick. Hannah Fencart, Unflappable. On the topic of names, by far the most unthoughtful name someone could name their son is Guy. No hate to Guy Fieri,
Or Pastor Beaumont.
but come on, Guy. Could they be?
Could they be
Could they have been less
That's creative.
creative?
Well,
Let's name him Boy.
it's 2022, so we need as much help as we can.
Let's name him Man.
It's
Hey, you
a-
guys,
well,
Kevin
Eve, Adam, out of man.
Yeah, but then God gave him a name.
Eve. Well, man.
God
Adam.
called man
Oh, yeah.
Adam.
no. Where does Guy come from?
I don't know.
Like, was it originally short for something?
Let's look it up.
Name origin. Guy.
I'm gonna guess it's
name
German.
Origin.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guy. I don't know.
I mean,
Derives from the German
I can't.
language.
I mean, that was Hannah saying that. So all
Yeah.
my got to get this. All my guy friends,
Hey.
don't be upset with me because this is a listener. Yeah, that's good. You got anything, Harry, on that?
The name Guy is boy's names of French origin, meaning guide leader.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
does guy in general
So it's
mean
French.
that? So it's like
Still
just,
lame.
What's up, guy? What's up, dude?
What's up, leader?
Do you know anyone personally named Guy?
Yeah, Pastor Beaumont.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Me and Guy Fieri go way back.
Guy Beaumont.
Guy.
Did we read
You
the
got
Make
matching,
Pre-Worship a Thing
ice
by
tips.
Gabriel Shelton? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
have
I
my
believe
flame
we did.
shirt. and everything.
Mashing ice.
He's,
All right, go ahead and take.
We took a trip to Flavortown.
Go ahead and read the Michael.
That was good. That was so good.
Michael Shelton. and
Michael-
Who's reading
we'll
that?
talk about this. Go ahead, someone. I don't care.
All right, I am officially one who supports C. diff
It's about time.
for the first time.
Hit the applause. Yeah.
This statement is correct.
Get that man a bucket.
All caps. Thank
Free
you for
bucket.
your service.
Thank you for your support.
Keep it up, guys. I totally feel like a part of this strange family, and strange it is that you guys have. And you better treat me that way since I'm now paying you. Wow, that's like a
he's
clingy
paying us?
girlfriend right
So
there. There's strings attached.
he's ready to get married. I tell you what, you're ready for it. So basically, the Anchor app has, you can do a subscription. We have nothing to offer on a subscription as far as all our listeners get the same thing. But they have you have 2 tabs. You can hit that one, which we don't have. We aren't able to do that. But we have a support one where people can give monthly support to the podcast to further sustain future episodes
for no other reason than they love us.
Yeah, but
Amen.
I mean, yeah. So it helps. It just goes in a little account. But
I'm gonna give us all 12 cents.
Michael is supporting us for $4.99 a month.
Whoa, Michael!
Really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. So our little account thing.
So he is,
$4.99.
by definition, our best
He's a supporter.
fan.
He's our biggest fan.
He's our biggest fan.
Biggest
So,
supporter.
Michael, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for the support. When we release our merch, you will be the first to receive it for free. Stay
Zero.
After the
unflappable.
video, we need to have thank you for our supporters. And it's a very long.
It's just gonna be Michael. But we'll like mail it out to everybody, but it'll just have his name.
So
on it.
I would
And then
say
just, like,
if
rubbing
you
it
are
in.
if you go on your phone, look on settings, go into subscriptions, and you have a whole bunch of subscriptions that you're paying for that you don't know,
just pay for us anyway.
Cancel one.
Pay for us. So have you? Huh?
I didn't read the hashtags on these.
Hashtag
#Stayinflammable. Hashtag
Harry get married.
Harry get married.
Yeah. So
He's getting there.
basically,
Which rhymes. It's catchy.
basically what you do,
Let's get it
guys, if
trending.
you want to support financially, what you do is
Don't
Go
tell me how to
in.
live my life.
go to any of the podcast stuff. Go into
The
just
description.
the description.
Yeah.
It'll
Of
be
the
underneath
episode.
there, and you just click it. It's going to come up 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month, $9.99 a month. I don't set that.
Yeah.
That's what's already set. I can't
Right.
do
Skip
it.
all that. Go straight to Apple Pay.
or other. So that's cool. Thank you, Michael. It's very neat. I do want to say, like, if someone supports us for $4.99 or above, we'll probably be sending free shirts when we get them.
There you go.
Yep. So keep that in mind. Anyways, thank you for your support, Michael. He's on board.
We could totally make buckets.
He's on board. So, all right, what we got? What we got? What we got?
Next, we've got.
If you subscribe, we have for subscribing or Patreon stuff. We have to have special. We have to have different things.
We have
for,
something specific for them
yeah.
to
So
subscribe
like
to.
when you try and do a subscription, like we have to select the video content for your subscribers, which we don't have.
like an
don't
extra
have the-
30-minute
we
video
don't
or
have the
something on the
ability to do
Thursday.
that right now.
Yeah, like. All right.
So, next up, go ahead, Dustina.
Am I this one?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. This is from Lily Brown. I hope this at least gets read by someone, LOL, even if not on the podcast. But ... parentheses. I know there's a lot of abbreviations. I know someone will make fun of the dots.
Dude, she called me on it.
Called it, dude.
I was
did.
gonna do
You
it.
did. That's kind of creepy.
Ah,
I
dude, yeah.
don't trust this woman.
We are predictable.
#1.
We're
Just
one
kidding. It's
trick
number
ponies
1.
over
You guys
here.
are stupid. I don't get why y'all ain't got. She's from the South. Ain't got 100,000 of followers yet.
Me,
Who knows?
neither.
Who knows? We might on the podcast. We don't on YouTube.
We definitely don't got on YouTube.
I think people find it hard to watch an hour and a half podcast on YouTube.
No,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
it's
it's
you know how
committed.
easy it is. Like I did, the first episode came out, so I just wanted to kind of see. It's so easy to like get to the house, throw it up on my TV, right, and then like while I'm doing work around the house, I can hear it.
Yeah.
And then if I'm in the living room, I can sit down and I can watch. What's
Or
going
if you
on.
have dogs and you're looking for something that's like,
Yeah.
Clean for them.
Christian.
I don't know
she
if
can-
my wife could put it
like,
on here and
why
it'd be
would
approved
you?
for Missy and
Yeah.
Mia's ears.
why wouldn't you just play it on repeat to rack up views when you're not at your house?
yeah, bro.
You're a smart man.
Why pay for bots when we can do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
That's
right.
why you get a dog.
All right.
Number 2, I definitely think there should be an episode of just talking about what you don't like. For example, eating a dish at a church dinner made by someone who's a crazy cat lady who always smells like cat pee that had cat hair in it. I feel like this is a personal
personal.
experience.
Wow.
This is happening.
Detailed.
I don't need. Or
Give
how
us
awful it feels
names.
to go to the dentist and they take that ice pick
Thingamajigger.
thingamajigger and scrape your.
It's one G.
She spent
one G,
time.
So it's Jagger. It's thingamajagger.
Thingamajagger.
She spent time trying to figure out how to type this thing out and scrape your teeth so hard your
Can I get
skin.
the origin of the word, please?
It's Dutch. It's crawling like there's 1,000 snakes slithering on you. Do you have a sound for that?
No, I'm just turning you down.
Oh, because I'm so loud and powerful. Or how when you listen to a Calm Down, It's Fine podcast, and Cam is laughing like a dying 134-year-old woman who has been constipated for 3 weeks. Sorry, Cam. So this is another personal experience. She has either lived this or is very close to someone who's lived this.
She has waited her whole life for this moment.
Pause here. Ready? This is right after the episode. This was in response to the episode where I literally said, I have the worst laugh. And me and David are going back and forth. David's like, no.
This is just ignorant.
David's like,
it's definitely mine.
We were having the same. I'm like, I listened to the podcast. I'm like, my laugh is so. I literally did that.
I hate
and then
mine.
she comments and like, so I think it's funny. Thank you.
I like Cam's laugh because I know that he really thinks something's funny, and it gives me confidence that what I said wasn't not just stupid.
I will say
it was
this:
silly.
I give a laugh way too easy, but when I give a laugh, people have always said like, "Thanks, man." because
it's powerful.
I didn't know if it's gonna land or not, and I'm like, ah! And they're like, okay. So maybe I overdo it, but it's
just keep doing it.
Nothing to overthink here.
Great job, guys, on all you do. Hope these are some great ideas for you to think on. Proverbs 17:22. I don't have dry bones with y'all's podcast.
What does that mean?
Laughter doeth good. Laughter doeth good like a medicine, or the dry bones.
Like sorrow of the heart.
Sorrow of the heart maketh good like a medicine.
No, sorrow of the heart is like dry bones.
Why not we
did dryeth the bones?
Yeah, what's the verse?
Sorrow
put it on the screen.
Yeah, we're not as spiritual as
every time we say put it on the screen, we're putting so much work on David.
And instead of putting the actual verse on the screen, I'm just gonna put the words that you guys said. Yeah. If you could have been close.
But you should do like the rendition of whatever they said. This is the verse. Dry bones be dirt like good laugh.
Do I have to read the whole verse?
P.S. Maybe give Harrison a break from the women's search. She wants him. She totally wants him. Harrison, we got you a wife. Call her up. Email her back right now. Now.
Does anybody know Miss Brown?
No, I don't know.
Or is it Mrs. Brown? Because that would kind of kill the mood.
That's sad.
Lily Brown. I don't know. The vintage Lily.
She might have a husband.
There you go, Harry.
She doesn't have a Harry.
The vintage Lily. That's her. That's her email.
Oh.
The vintage Lily.
Give him a break from the woman search.
Look that's the last two.
This is it, dude.
We haven't found him.
It's over.
Yeah.
The last two people have said something like that.
Dust off your hands.
The last two?
This could be your. This could be your
loving wife.
That's it.
This could be your root.
I'm just looking for.
I love how she says, "Give him a break from the woman church," and we go hard the other direction.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
We actually
we put a thumbs up and laughy face like, "Send them this way, boys."
Hey.
It's like we're herding cattle. He's the cattle.
Of all of the dumb stuff that we/I say on this thing, this is what we're singling out, and you're a woman? I don't think there's a coincidence.
Oh, boy. All right.
It's because you're so jacked now, bro.
Dry bones.
You're thick.
Thick patellas.
Thick patellas.
Did we said that on here, right? Yeah. I couldn't remember.
David, take the next one.
Read it.
How did I know you were going to leave this one for me?
It's so...
You can make fun of the dots, though.
Brooklyn
I like
Sherry.
the beginning. That's funny.
Brooklyn Sherry, we meet again.
Read.
David, ...
Space.
I'm so disappointed. That makes two of us. No wonder I forgot you.
Had 3, 4.
You hate Christmas music and Christmas decorations.
You sad, sad little man.
That must be a sad life.
It is.
At least Nikki is deprived of joy too, or else that would be a hard marriage. Anyways.
Their whole house is gray. Everything's just dark. They go home and it's just, they sit in the dark, they eat in the dark. All they eat is rice pudding. It's sad.
Who put a little match under you, dude?
I know.
He's like, I love this country.
I love this country and I love Christmas.
I never said I don't like Christmas.
I don't want to hear it now.
Basically, it's like the Afghanistan or wherever he was at, it's like one side or the other. If you don't love Christmas,
then
you
hate Christmas.
Yes.
But
and if you don't hate Christmas, you love Christmas.
I could look at that reindeer's butt all day long, and it brings me joy. Better not cut that. That was awesome.
here's the thing.
People are gonna wonder if you have like the giant like bobbing like reindeer in your living room. And it's like really off to the side.
I like Christmas.
I keep looking up and I'm like, I've been staring at this reindeer's rear this whole time.
I just don't like decorating for Christmas. It's like my house. I like my house, but I don't like cutting my grass. I feel it's like a.
It's gonna go fix it.
Bring it over.
I know this guy's like it's gonna.
If
bother
you're
him
wondering what the reindeer is,
he's gonna slam it on the ground. That's what I've been looking at this whole time. What kind of a house are you raising here, Cam? For your. You gotta tell him to get on YouTube.
You have to go on YouTube to see the reindeer butt.
If you want to see the reindeer's butt, you have to pay $4.99 a month.
Autograph. Dustin will have an autographed photo sent your way of the reindeer's butt.
We can't just hand it out to our free subscribers.
3 C's on it too.
Back to Miss Brooklyn.
Oh, that's a Christmas sweater. It's just the reindeer's butt is just thick.
Yeah. Holidays greetings to you.
Cam's gonna be so mad when he comes back. No, all of this stuff we have to cut out.
All right, back to
reindeer butts. Sorry,
hold on. Give me a second.
Yep. Hard marriage.
Back to Miss Brooklyn, who, despite popular opinion, I don't have anything against, even though she hates me.
I don't believe you.
Her personal rule. She says, my personal rule is November 1st, I can start listening to Christmas music. That's way too early. And decorate on the day after Thanksgiving. I personally don't like Mary Did You Know. Oh, so like we're just the opposite of people. I personally don't like Mary Did You Know. Cam's probably going to be the only one that gets this, but Bobby Did You Know ruined the song for me.
Hey, yes,
what
Brooklyn Sherry.
I don't get it.
It's an inside joke with me.
Both of my parents.
He just moves on.
Yeah. Well, both of my parents grew up with fake Christmas trees, so that's what I've always done. Something we can agree on. Fake Christmas trees. But I'd like to get a real tree sometime. All right, never mind. Life tip.
Just keep going the opposite.
Yep. Life tip, don't get a pre-lit tree. They last about a total of 4 seconds before the lights die. I don't know what that is.
Like they have lights built
on.
Oh, like
into
lights
the
inside
tree.
the
fake tree.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen
it's
those.
sort of like what it said.
Yeah. A tree that would be pre-lit.
Yeah.
I haven't watched many Hallmark movies, but the equivalent to Hallmark movies is Korean drama, which she's watched a lot of, I guess. What?
Wait a minute. Is that anime?
I'm so confused.
No.
Korean.
I'm about to say, Brooklyn, I'm telling your dad.
Korean drama. They are literally all the same, and you can predict exactly what's going to happen. Who watches Korean drama?
All right, here we go.
My mom.
They do.
Your mom watches Korean drama?
Yeah. So it's actually like they're more conservative about what they put on TV.
The Koreans.
Yeah. Than United States.
Who isn't?
Right. Yeah.
Japan.
Talk to point proven. Qatar. Anyway.
Hey.
Hold up.
But yeah, they're very predictable.
So Korean drama
Mom's
is a
listening
thing.
to this and she's going to deny it, but they are.
I didn't know that Korean drama was a thing. What is this?
What is this?
What are you playing?
Mew Mew script. Anything your heart desires.
It's just Korean drama.
Will
was
come
good.
That's
to
an
you.
ad.
A fork before.
Anything my heart desires.
Yeah, that was English. I understand all of these words.
It's in your dream.
They're Koreans, but the ad is in.
How do I even put it into words?
What in the world?
Say it out
What
loud.
are you watching over there?
Oh, here we go. That sounds about right.
There we go. You know, it's really weird. Turkish dramas.
She just threw a picture of her boyfriend in the trash.
It makes sense. Is he ugly?
That's the best way to get over something.
She just fell down.
This is like Dance Dance Revolution music right here.
All right.
We need to be playing. If you can edit like the foot,
God,
like
could you
going
give
up
me
and
another
down,
chance? He
like
just
the
prayed.
arrows going up and down the screen on YouTube.
You did?
Yeah, so done.
Yeah. Should have never started.
This was terrible.
Korean drama is a thing I didn't know existed
It's a hard
and wish
no.
I still didn't.
It's a hard no.
That's gonna be our new intro music.
Yeah. hey, Brooklyn, I like that less than Christmas. So
We need to
A
edit
lot less.
the Dance Dance Revolution.
The arrows.
Climbing arrows
Just-
on the screen during that. If we can figure that out.
they are.
Oh no.
Let's see. Speaking of Christmas, my favorite movies is White Christmas, and my favorite song is "I'll Be Home for Christmas." Although Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is 100% the worst Christmas song in eternity.
Yep.
I'll agree.
I think
how
most
much-
people would.
How much money does she make every year with that?
I think she makes a
What's the
fortune.
song?
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
She could probably just live off
I
of.
honestly didn't know who it was singing that song until recently.
Wait, do you see that?
It's a
Fruit fly or gnat or
It's in
something.
that. Zoom in.
I like snow for about a week, and then it gets old. I
Could you
grew
read
up.
a little faster, maybe?
Dude, well, you guys keep cutting me off, talking about reindeer butts and Korean stuff.
That was important stuff.
I felt the reindeer butt was so long ago, and we're still on this comment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, it's your fault. You keep cutting me off. And now it's taking longer because you keep cutting me off.
We're doing what the Lord wants us to do.
How about you stop cutting me off? Yeah.
You should
Next
read
comment.
faster.
You good?
Here we go.
You good? I grew up in New York, and it snowed from Octoberish to April, so it got old real fast. I hate being hot in the summer, so that's why my favorite season is fall. You still miss me. Here in Washington, we only get snow a couple of times a year, and only for a couple of days, which is perfect. Question: does Kay call Dustin Doug?
Yes.
Yes, she does. Which there's a story behind that, of which I've heard.
She called him that like 5 times on episode 26.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like she said that 5 times on episode 26.
Is that
Sorry.
when he wasn't here and then she sat down for a little bit?
probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sorry, I tried to make it shorter, but miserably failed. Thank you for your service.
Oh, Hallmark.
Didn't
That's
even
what it was.
say it.
Yeah.
She
Cute
calls
Dustin.
him Doug. We all call him Doug, actually.
Because
Michael Clark called him Doug as a joke.
You didn't know his name.
He didn't know your
Didn't know
name.
what my name was. This is when me and Kenzie first started like dating, and then he, I guess, was asking about my. I don't know how
Yeah.
about.
I
It came
think he
about
said,
or
I'm just
whatever.
going to call him Doug.
Yeah.
And then it was like, he
They were
called
like,
you
they
Doug.
were like,
Stuck
"What's his
with it.
name?" Dustin. I'm just gonna call him Doug, and that's
Yeah.
it's been like
and
that.
then so he called you Doug, and then it just stuck. So Dad literally will say from the pulpit, Doug.
He does.
And then we do a whole episode on names.
Sometimes
and
he
stuff
says
like that.
Justin.
That's what Ethan and Olin call each other.
Yeah, you were telling me that. I think we
Doug.
actually talked about this on an episode or
You did.
right before an episode.
You did.
All right, man, we have.
I can burn through this.
All right. Well, I guess.
Somebody's
go
gonna-
ahead. You just do it, David.
All right.
But
All right, this one's from Aaron Black. I'm going to read fast, so you listen fast.
this will be the last one.
Helpful.
Hey, dudes! It's
Oh,
been a good
no.
while since I sent something, but life's been busy. As I was listening to this episode Tuesday, the 15th, there were too many points I was commenting on to myself that I had to share them with y'all. Why don't you start your own podcast then? Number one,
Got him.
I absolutely hate Christmas decorations anytime, but I totally agree with David. It definitely has to be after
You
Thanksgiving.
could do like Aaron on air.
You better
Actually,
listen to this, bro.
pitch
This is hard. This goes hard.
Number two,
Oh, talking about
most people know already, but my family and I don't celebrate Christmas because
Pause. Why does everybody know already? Did you know this, David?
I didn't until right now.
I didn't.
Harrison, did you know this?
And I've met
No.
him.
This is the thing that
Dustin, did you know that his family does not celebrate Christmas?
No, they can't because they sell too many drugs.
Okay. Well, so first of all,
I don't know. I didn't know.
why would you assume we all know that you
I don't-
Has there been a ongoing campaign that Aaron's been running saying, we don't celebrate Christmas?
It's because
continue reading.
they
This
don't
is funny
like-
commentary.
I don't-
Okay. Me and my family don't celebrate Christmas because we believe it's all a lie.
Pause. You believe what's a lie?
Your mom's a lie.
It's all a lie.
Like Christ wasn't born.
All of it. It's all a lie.
I mean,
I think we're all aware, Aaron. I think we're all aware that Santa ain't real
What?
and that reindeer don't fly.
Jesus was born on December
no,
25th.
It's Santa's whip that makes him fly.
I just, okay, I don't know.
It's the hopes and dreams of children that power the
go
sleigh.
ahead. Go ahead.
So that said,
And there were tears and bloodshed.
so that said, we don't listen to Christmas
I miss
music,
something.
but for some reason, Feliz Navidad is my song.
So we don't.
So he does.
But we do.
But we do.
Only the Mexican ones.
We don't listen to Christmas music except for the one that is the least spiritual. Every time I hear it, every time I hear it in a store, I break out singing it. LOL.
And dancing.
And yes, Nacho Libre and Esquelito should totally sing that. Hallmark movies are totally corny, but I grew up watching them with my mom and sister, so I can enjoy them. I really like the Hallmark mysteries, though. That's where it's at.
He is making sure that we cannot pin him down anywhere because he's always like, "Yeah, I like Hallmark movies though. I hate Christmas, love Hallmark."
You go back and forth.
mysteries.
I don't know where I stand.
I have a similar story to David's Virginia ticket incident.
This one's better.
I was heading to Tennessee to see my cousins, and I got
I thought he'd be in a horse and buggy.
and got caught doing 102 in a 70 mile
We don't believe in the
per hour zone.
gasoline motor. It's a lie.
We believe it's all a lie.
It is all a
I
lie.
don't believe in the speed limit. It's a lie.
All I need is my trusty steed.
He got caught doing 102 in a 70. Mind you, I've
Number
been
one.
driving
it's
since
better
4
than-
a.m.
it's
Now
better than
7 a.m.
103,
And
so.
I'm trying to stay awake. So not only is he driving ridiculously fast, but he's also asleep at the
If it
wheel.
was 101, he probably would have let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
102, the extra.
Unbeknownst to me, Virginia takes speeding very seriously, as I've learned as well.
Yeah,
So a
they're
month
bad.
or so later, I show up to court expecting to pay a $500 or so fine, but
Which is
no,
still high.
the judge hates me and gives me a $1,000 fine and 5 days in jail.
Can you imagine? Like you go,
Dude,
you-
I didn't know this.
So you go to another state to pay a traffic fine, and they're like, "Oh, hey, while you're here, we're gonna throw you in jail for a week."
He gets canned.
Dude, I really thought I was going to go to jail when I went to
Don't
do mine.
spoil the email. I haven't read it yet.
He just said.
What?
What we just? Where have you been?
Yeah, dude,
And
not
Are you
5 days in
listening
jail?
to
and
our
5 days in
reading?
jail.
I thought that was a sentence. Not that he actually did it.
No, he did it.
All right, well,
That's what it's
Dude,
saying.
that's crazy. Yeah,
suspense.
when the judge says it, it kind of happens.
Yeah.
So,
I thought he was gonna
yeah, I was concerned
Jesus
that I was going to
walked
go to
in.
jail.
I
He
walked in the courtroom.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
judge said 5
5
days.
days in jail.
Dude, I had no idea that Aaron was a hardened criminal.
Jesus
Yeah.
said, "I'll
Given
need
the
3."
option to serve then or later, I chose to serve then, since I was already 4 hours from home.
Just like conveniently, I just might as well get it out of the way.
For real.
you
Called my
imagine having
parents
that as an option?
and coworker to sort things out, then was escorted to jail. It was definitely an undesirable predicament, but I got to witness to the guys in my pod and the guards, and even left my written
Podcast.
testimony with them before I released. Wow, the Lord definitely worked it together for good. I got you beat though, David. That's
Everyone beat.
that's
yeah.
insane.
There
Wow.
are a few scenarios in which would beat that and not
That was
be.
next part.
I'm not going to be able to look at Aaron the same way ever again for the rest
No.
of
It's
my
got
life.
to be on his record.
Dude, he's a convict.
Are you
He is.
allowed to
Yeah.
have guns now?
Is he
Is
allowed
it-
to be in a church?
Yeah, you can't be
Should
a
we
felon.
be letting him to youth rallies?
Yeah.
Misdemeanors are different.
He stayed there.
That's for
Yeah,
5
he
days.
Stayed there with.
See, I thought I was going to go to jail, and he did.
Can you imagine, like
Wow.
you
He's
show
not,
up,
he's not qualified to pastor
listen,
now.
hey,
You can go to
true.
jail before.
He's no longer
Getting
blameless.
saved.
Hey,
He's
you know
no
what
longer
kind of?
blameless?
Hey, Aaron, you know what kind of bird don't fly? Jailbird.
Oh, hey. But just like the whole, I mean, listen, this entire thing we have going on here, it's so weird. Like he shows up totally not expecting, like he's not prepared for this at
And it
all.
seems like he took it like a champ. Like,
And it's
like it looks like he walked in there and said, "Yeah, I'd prefer to be locked up." Like, thank you. I was planning
I was
on this
expecting-
today.
Like, I was wondering why I brought an
I
extra
would have
pillow
broke
with
down
me.
in tears and wailing. I'm like, no. He's like, no,
Start-
right? I can start right now.
Yeah.
Bet. He just does it.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Is it like?
Just do
Tell
one
his boss,
one
like, "Hey, boss,
Saturday a
I'm gonna
month
be out
until it's
for
all
a-
paid off.
So here's the deal.
Do I get like
Dealio.
an absence slip? Like,
No, like,
Marty,
can I use a week
crazy.
of vacation
why
right
were
now?
you? Why were you
or-
late to work? I was in jail.
sorry, man, I was in jail. I just take my
It's not. It's not what
vacation
you
time
think.
now.
I was speeding.
Dude, that's crazy. Oh, wow.
I want to know how much his insurance went up.
Number 5.
A
Also,
lot.
Yeah.
try this one on for size. My great uncle's name is Bedford Forrest Witherspoon, but everyone calls him
And he
Mike.
definitely fought in the Civil War on the south side.
Is he related to Reese Witherspoon?
Yes.
No, dude.
What do you mean no? How many Witherspoons do you know?
It's her neighbor's dog trainer.
How many do you know?
Huh? I've 2
The
now.
Bedford,
You don't
yeah.
know them.
I know of them.
Huh?
Bedford
Huh?
Forrest Witherspoon Mike and
Well, if you
Reese
take
Witherspoon.
if you take the first letter from each of the names here, it spells Mike.
Everyone calls him Mike.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. This is a nice.
Love what y'all are doing here, and I thought y'all did great without Harry. Although Harry was missed.
That was kind of a low blow.
Although-
He said,
But-
hey, to be fair, he's already gotten hyped up. That one
Yeah.
girl is totally going
Yeah.
after him.
What was her name?
You don't,
Lily.
Lily.
Hashtag Dustin's. Hey, hashtag Dustin's
Dustin.
not a potty
No.
mouth. Hashtag totally clean cast. Hashtag David is John Wick. P.S.
Take that, Ellie! I'm done.
P.S. Praise God, girl doesn't have to hate his girl child. I was
Praise
team
God,
boy.
Cameron.
Take that, Ellie. Pow to your face, Ellie.
Yeah.
Wow.
You say reindeer butt one too many times. and
we need to unpack that email.
That
There's a
dude,
lot.
I am blown
There
away.
was a
Just
lot of info in here. Number one, he says pod, and that looks like podcast.
Podcast.
Like
What are we talking about?
All right.
It
Someone
says-
have one comment for the
I'm done. That was my comment.
all right. Pick something out of the email to comment on, David.
Hold on. I closed the email.
Aaron, you have anything?
That's why they didn't call you on the podcast.
Huh?
That's why they didn't call Aaron to be on the podcast.
He was in prison.
Yeah, because he was locked
Jokes on
up.
you.
Be associated with
It was on the list.
Them jailers.
I almost got the prison.
Dude,
No.
It's a lot,
I feel
a lot
like
of
we could
words.
really laugh about we don't celebrate Christmas
What was
because
the
we
prison
believe it's
food?
all a lie.
Yeah.
it is.
I just think it's a very
Rip my note
general.
off.
We believe it's all
I
a
ripped it
lie.
You didn't write a note.
Yeah.
I did. I ripped
Trees
it
don't exist.
All of it. It's
And
all
Birds
a
are a
lie.
lie.
Yeah, birds aren't real. And
There's a movement for birds.
If I have
aren't
to
real.
pick out one
I
thing
have a
from
T-shirt,
this-
a sticker, and a hat from them. I've paid money for that.
If I have
stuff.
Are
to
you
pick
in the
out
same
one thing
universe
out of
as us
this email,
No.
it's that David is John Wick, and
right now? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
from
because
the,
he was there when we were
thingy
shooting.
thing dealio.
he
We can
was.
put up a video on
He sent me a video of us
Yeah.
shooting.
put a little box right here, David, of us shooting in the
Great.
thing. Because
There.
I have it right.
Right
Right there.
there. Okay.
Gay!
Look, I wrote it.
Before
I
we
wrote it down already.
It's predicted.
Anyways, thank you for emailing in. Yeah, Aaron, what was the food like? What did they feed you?
Oh yeah. Email us in about your prison experience.
Well,
Just
did they
Aaron.
make you
I
wear?
don't want a slew of emails from everyone who's been to jail.
Yeah,
Just Aaron.
What was your like? Did you wear orange or was it?
I feel.
Right?
I feel
were
like
you in what, a cell or were you in like?
I'm also-
Was it like Andy Griffith?
I'm also like curious. Like,
I feel like
was
it would have
he
been
in?
more like that. He was only in for 5 days. They're not going to put him in like a
Gen Pop.
massacre
That's
or
why I
whatever.
love
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
just,
They put him in a padded room.
well, that's the other thing is, did
probably
they
in there
put
with
him
a
in
bunch of
with
guys on
like
drugs named
other speed offenders? Like I imagine he wasn't in with like crazy hardened criminals. Like
Yeah,
was
like
everybody that he was in contact with were
He
they
was
also just
32
heavy
miles
footed?
over. It's hard.
Heavy
That's
footed.
hard time right there.
that's up there.
Everybody who he was in with were they also just heavy footed?
Yeah, dude, his right foot is
What?
there.
His profile picture on his email is him on a horse.
Wow.
So you should be
Aaron?
locked up
He's
just for
probably-
that.
Oh yeah, it's because he
Cameron
lost his
needs too.
license.
Because he lost his
He's gotta
license,
ride a horse
and now he
everywhere
doesn't
now.
believe in automobiles.
1 horsepower now.
What in the?
What was that?
What was that?
1 horsepower.
That was funny.
What do you drive? 1 horsepower.
Got me a 1 horser. On a good day, she's 1.5.
Mustang.
Yeah. You get a Clydesdale, that's like 1.5, almost 2.
Oh
We
man.
got some more here, but we're not gonna
Yo,
get to all these.
let's,
There's so much. So much.
let us move on. Let us move on. Are we going to move on to
we
the topic?
I don't know, dude. We want to wrap it up?
What time are we at?
119.
Who?
It don't matter to me.
What should we do?
Ask the audience to. Hey, audience, you're supposed to comment. Yeah,
Come on.
1 week,
Yeah.
1 week ahead of time.
You just want to. I'm tired.
All I'm saying, I'll do whatever you want, but I have a certain physique. I need to uphold it. Should I desire to be married? So
You need
I
to
need
go
to
to
get
the gym in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Not even uphold it, to increase in girth,
Thickness.
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 What patella workouts do you do?
A lot of praying. I also just like slamming my
Yeah.
knees on the concrete.
Preacher girls.
Preacher curls?
Preacher girls.
You're funny.
Oh, they would be preacher squats.
I don't know what should we talk for 10 minutes about something else, or should we?
What?
I mean, I feel
Nah,
like we
you're
talked
forcing it now.
about. No, I mean we have a topic, but
Yeah.
we're at 120.
We do?
Your sister's really cute.
Oh.
That's kind of creepy.
No, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that.
Timestamp that? Timestamp?
No!
Timestamp.
Timestamp it,
that.
cut it, and then send it to me, and then I'll send it to her. Try and
Also,
get brownie points.
Timestamp that too.
No Shave November. This is the end of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even-
This is the end of No Shave November
I just
we didn't
shaved
talk about.
once.
You have to go to work tonight, which is insane.
at 1
Yep.
in the morning.
One in
You
the
just
morning.
got back from Michigan.
I
Got-
flew in from
Yeah.
Detroit and came here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've been so.
And boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah, we're tired. I've been up since 2. And here we are. Got to go to work in 2 hours.
Yeah, he's gonna drive 2 hours back
Yep, right to my workplace.
just to. What are
Have
you
it
working
change
towards?
it.
What are you working for? What are you working so much for?
It's overtime, Christmas.
Chris,
Trying to take.
You getting paid
Are you
like-
trying to
you getting, like,
save up
crazy
some money
money?
for Lily
Yeah, trying to take Lily on a nice date
for
you
your
know.
for your?
I got to pay off those baby booties I just got. Broke as a joke.
keeping my family up. I gotta work for my family.
Exactly. Oh, you. I was supposed to leave these here. I was gonna take them back home.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
you,
just here for the podcast.
Yeah, bro.
I think
If
you got the
hey,
wrong idea.
You can just watch the YouTube video and see it.
Yeah, this was just the flex. He's not
Yeah,
giving them
just-
to you.
Yeah,
It's because I work at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
he's trying to use it as leverage to
Oh,
get women to
man.
go on dates with him. Like,
Yeah.
if you one day
Harrison
wed
just-
me, these could be your
just-
child.
Who wants to have my baby?
Who would like to carry on my seed?
They be dressed for success.
I don't know.
To have my baby.
Anyway,
Dude,
no.
we are so we are at the end of this episode.
Away. Anyway,
He's like Queen Esther. He's like,
listen, Tori.
like,
What's her
his
name? Lily.
The
Lily.
king. No, the king.
Ahasuerus and Vashti. Vashti.
He's like,
Get her out of here.
bring them all. He's like, go get the best ones.
Bring on the women.
Give
Bring them all.
give him a year of beauty supplies
That's
and
it.
makeovers, and then just,
Listen, all I'm saying is, ladies, that the Fields are bully. He wants to buy hoop skirts.
That's it.
I would like to start a family.
Well. Yep.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Ah,
I
Anyway.
had something we could have added.
welcome.
David, we'll finish out with No Shave November, but I had something we could have added. We can do that anytime, though, because these things aren't leaving. What we were talking about before. The comments.
Oh,
Oh
I just don't have the energy
no.
to talk about all that. Anyways, yeah, No Shave November.
No
Mhm.
Shave November. We are here. Another year in the books.
Yep. He won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Harry participated.
I had to
That's it.
shave once in
As
the
you can
beginning
see,
of the month.
his
Sorry.
chin is looking a little cell shaded.
Can you zoom in real hard?
Yeah.
Add some extra light.
Thing's looking
Shave.
warm.
Just gonna like put like a fake Thor beard on.
Yeah,
him.
like a filter.
But do it like the whole time, the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like put the little like sensor thing.
Yeah,
Over my-
yeah, a block.
It's like around, so you can see my mouth move, but just censored everywhere.
Dustin, did you
whole face.
participate in the Nazarite November?
I did. That being said, because of the guard, I had to shave the first weekend of the month, every day. So
So
I didn't start growing it.
You're about 3
through it
weeks in then.
Yeah.
What would they really do if you walked in with a full beard?
Shoot him.
They're
in
gonna
the
like
knees.
kick you out.
They kneecap him.
That would be
said-
very, very bad.
We're gonna have to take your jorts
Really?
away.
Yes.
So we can't have rules in church, but it would be very bad for you to do that for the military.
It would.
Wow.
What do you say?
What do you mean we can't have
You
rules
know
in
what I mean?
church?
Love
can't
is
have
People
that.
always get offended when
Love
you
is
say
style mean
we
more
should
than
dress
dudes.
a certain way for church.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. So
And with
so
the
that's
world,
something-
like we're watching the dog show on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and every lady is dressed modestly, and I'm like,
How hard is it?
why is that a rule? And no one's like saying this is chauvinistic or this is authoritative or this is like.
No,
I don't
it's
know,
well,
but like literally, it's like a thing. Like
How
all
is
these
it-
ladies are dressed modestly at the dog show on Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Are you saying you want your church members to shave?
Yeah. I'm just saying. No, I was just saying. Like it's just interesting to me how all these corporations, all these government-run things, the
Right,
military
and-
have
and-
rules, and everyone has to because it would be very bad if we didn't obey.
Right. Well, it's the same.
But we can't, as a church, say, we have these rules.
Yeah.
We can. I mean, but
We try
there
to
are.
soften them by saying guidelines.
Yeah, but people like we have to tiptoe around to get people to dress modestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's just
like
and not to dress like
Beat
Ar-
the
Army
beat the
gym-
I
horse
haven't
cam.
known you
Beat
to
it.
tiptoe around anything.
if you
Beat
go
the
to
horse
like
cam.
me.
if you go to Army gyms, like everyone there is a dress code for that. Like you can't be a dude and walk in there shirtless or like in like a,
Yeah, in
a
church-
tank,
every
and a
Sunday we have
tank
people doing
top
that.
You can't
that's
be a girl
basically
and
just
do
like
that either.
just like threat. You've seen people where they cut the sleeves off their shirt, but they
Yeah.
cut from like
Or
here.
every
up,
Sunday people
and it's
walk
just
in-
like a little bit of thread around there, and that's it. Like,
Yo,
what are
there's
you-
this guy.
what is
There's this
this?
guy who got invited to church a couple weeks back, and
Straight from the gym.
Told him to
He-
go away.
he came
Come
in like
straight
a
from
sleeveless shirt. Like when I say sleeveless, I don't mean like it was like a t-shirt and sleeves cut off. I mean it was like open.
Yeah, totally open.
And our pastor had him stand up, and pastor asked him where the rest of his shirt was.
That's the name of the episode. Where's your shirt?
Where's the rest of your shirt?
Shoes,
We had a
no
guy
shirt, no
show up
service.
to like a family readiness group
Where's
like
your shirt?
event, and he shows up in a shirt like that, and everyone looks at him and is like, "Dude, go home and change." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, there's not much between you having a shirt and not having a shirt right
Yeah,
now.
what's
so
the
go home
difference?"
and put a t-shirt on, sir." Like
It's
yeah,
even
but-
then like the standards, like let's say like since we're talking about like a dress code, if that's what you want to call it, to go to church.
Yep.
It's not like the bar's really high on that.
No,
Like
it's simple.
I've never heard of anybody getting turned away for wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
No.
Not at basketball jerseys because nobody
No.
wears jeans. with
Yeah,
Right,
basketball
because
that's
that
what
would be
jeans.
bad. That would
But
be
yeah, nobody does that. But
That's in our bylaws.
yeah, but no, but it's like the bar's not very high.
Right.
The bar's kind of at like come closed
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not in like skin tight.
Right. Well,
My remarks are basically aimed towards people who have left churches and have started blogs and hatred campaigns about legalistic standards, which is not. Some churches are more, than others, are more like these standards, these rules, or whatever. But every church has some type of standard.
Right.
Right.
Every
And what
culture has standards. It just depends on where you draw the line. But my point is that like people, well, I've read stuff online, about and not even I don't care if the women wear pants or the women wear skirts or like full time or whatever. I don't care where anyone lands on that. But the point is, both sides of that argument, there's modesty.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But when the church says, hey, we're having a teen activity and we'd prefer everyone dress in knee-length skirts or basketball shorts or, even, jeans or whatever,
Yeah.
loose-fitting jeans, not
Maybe
skin
maybe
tight, whatever.
T-shirts. that actually fit
People
you.
always push the line and have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't push the line with your
It's
beard.
the American way.
You can't push it.
Talk
Chick-fil-A
about-
workers can't push it. Ladies and women who work at Starbucks can't have manicured nails
Yeah.
because the coffee. They don't push it
Now
because they'll get fired.
Can I come
Corporate
to
America.
Can I come to your church sports and wear a rainbow flag?
I would ask you.
Call
to
back to Qatar.
change. I would ask you to change. But it's just it's frustrating to me because corporate America dress standards.
Right.
Men aren't supposed to be showing any. They're not supposed to wear shorts. You can't wear shorts if you're
Yep.
corporate America.
Not even on
Women are
casual
supposed
Friday.
to wear suit pants or they're supposed to wear knee-length skirts. They don't want a woman walking in to corporate America in a mini skirt
Right.
because everybody knows what it does and what the attention is going to be drawn to. And everyone knows that's not what this is for. Men are men and they're going to be drawn to that. So literally dress codes for corporate America are like because I've researched this. They're all across the board. This
Yep.
is the standard. This is what you do.
Right.
Why is church different?
Right. Well, and especially you would think that,
But
so,
then we have
like,
to ask people to change. You're like, oh gosh, you can't get up in youth choir wearing this. Like,
right. Well, so you're
Now let that be said. This is for people who regularly go to
these
church.
are for
yeah.
If you are a
seasoned
visitor,
Christians.
right? If you are
Yeah.
a visitor and you do
Jeez.
not know better, like obviously we're not going to be running out visitors of the church. Like, oh,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Never.
Like,
never,
yeah,
never,
like,
ever,
but
never. But,
but
my point is,
the
like,
problem is that has to
when
really
you
want
so
to.
when you go to camp with our church, you have a dress code.
Right.
Our dress code
a ruler at
is
the
not
door.
Yeah,
as
he's
hard
like-
as
No.
No.
as a lot of people's dress
Cut
code.
it.
Like we're not. It's not crazy at all. Literally, our
Must
dress
be
code
this
would
long
be
to ride.
if you're gonna wear a skirt or shirt or shorts for the girls below the knee, please, at or below the knee. Same with the guys. But people just want to push it and push it. And push it. And I'm just saying, not even. I don't care what you believe on it. I don't care. If, guys, idiots. I don't care
We have
what
like
you.
a mannequin of
We
like
could
a
totally have one of
woman's
those made.
silhouette, and we have like a Proverbs 7 chart.
Yeah.
I don't care if you think modesty, like if you're a pastor and you think modesty is to the thigh
a bin of
and up.
tights.
If you
whatever
say
to go
that,
underneath.
people are going to try
It's
and
like,
go
no,
higher.
You don't got 'em?
No doubt.
Grab a pair. Sorry.
I don't care if you think modesty is from the thigh up. If that's what you say is modest, people are going to try and go higher.
Yeah.
They're not going to abide by it.
That's
So-
why we
Right.
hand out potato sacks at church.
Sackcloth and ashes.
Good old.
It's like you
old
thought we were
classic
doing a fall
burlap.
festival
jumping
thing.
Yeah.
What's it called? Beat
and
sack
the
sack
potato
race.
sack
You thought we were
races.
having a sack race. That's what
we
you're
have
wearing.
it. Yeah, we have the potato sack races for the kids to indoctrinate them for when they're adults.
Yep.
Anyways, and then it
Hey,
goes beyond.
there's
standards.
an argument for choir robes.
Yes.
Choir gets up
It
the
goes
same.
beyond-
Everybody's
it goes
dressed
beyond-
the same. You don't have
It
to
does-
worry about it.
all that whole thing goes beyond dress. It's not even dress. It's
Having a standard.
clean living.
You know what's crazy though?
Well,
How we got here from No Shave November.
I know. When he said, when I said, what are they really going to do to you?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
our evangelical movement, our independent Baptist,
bring
whatever
no
movement, pushes
standard
the
November.
line.
Yeah.
And so when you say, no, I can't push the line there, I'm thinking, why are
Right.
people blowing us up?
well, here's the thing. Like, so if you're in church, like, number one, why would you not want to dress and act like a Christian? Like, especially if you're.
How dare you?
Sorry. Number two,
What a concept.
if you're dressing like that in church, what are you trying to attract, and what spirit do you think that is? If you're a woman and you're wearing like immodest clothing in church, like what spirit is that? Like who?
Well, then they would say, what is immodest? That's what they would
mean,
say.
yeah, but
I'm
it'd be-
not immodest.
I'm like, okay,
And
well,
then they'd say, if you're looking, you're a pervert. That's what they're
like,
going to say.
well, no, maybe you don't have your hardware for sale.
And that's it for this week on the Calm Down and Swine podcast. See you next week for another episode 30.
It's gonna be a Dustin hardware store. Don't have your hardware for sale.
How about that be the name hardware stores?
I was trying to think of the best way to word
That
it.
was good. That was good.
Anyway, or like
Kids
guys.
below 5 are going to be like, I don't understand.
But
I get it.
man.
No, I get it.
anyway, but
Back to-
seriously, I mean, like what, or as a guy, yeah, like okay, the sleeveless shirt, like what do you? We're in church. Like what are you trying to accomplish right
if
now?
Harrison
he was-
walked into church with the guns
All
out,
of the women would leave with him. It
I
would
mean,
be
he would
terrible.
cause
Worst
a
church split in
generation,
history.
a generation to fall,
Yes,
to stumble.
Just stumbling block.
Yeah, listen.
and they wouldn't
Stumbling
even,
blocks.
It would not. Yes,
Not
yes,
one, but two.
yes. Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Stumbling blocks.
Thank you, Jesus. That was
Stumbling
beautiful.
rocks.
I'm so glad God has given you your brain. That was
Listen.
beautiful. Oh my gosh, that
But
was
it's also
that
one of
was
those
as
things.
good as pre-worship. That was up there. That was like right.
No, it wasn't.
It was,
It's also one of those things. It's
that
like
was good. I like that. That
so
made
that
my
guy
day.
was a first time visitor, right? So it's like it's not one of those things like you can't come in here because you no sleeves.
No.
But at the same time, like, hey man, like you left your house knowing you were going to a church service.
Yep.
Like you didn't think that sleeves would be nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, like
I would
okay,
totally-
if you're going out like on a date with a girl, you're not going to wear a sleeveless t-shirt, like because you know that there is some sort of standard. You're going to try to dress up
Right.
to impress her. So then you go to church and you're like, I'm just going to wear whatever I want. Come as you are. Like, well, yeah, the first time come as you are, but then after
I'm
that,
gonna try and discreetly. No, you're fine.
Change
I'm
who
gonna
you
try
are.
and discreetly say this. I was watching a Matt Walsh.
Discreet.
No, it was a Matt Walsh.
Discretion.
Discretionary
Act suspicious.
Hardware. Why don't we start an episode and just whisper the whole thing? People would commit suicide. Just, Matt Walsh did a video, and what he'll do every now and then is he'll go on YouTube, and there'll be these woke people or whatever. And so there was like 5 videos of these women giving advice, and they're like in their 30s, mid 30s. They're giving advice on how to see how to get dates and stuff. And Matt Walsh is just tearing them apart. The one girl literally is like, you want to get a date or whatever, and the point was that she literally says, show more skin.
Like flaunt yourself.
Flaunt yourself. She said, I think she literally said, wear a sundress, wear short skirts, and you'll get the guy's attention. And I'm thinking, only Christians act like that's not real.
Right.
Only Christians.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Only Christians say, that's not a real thing. But the world literally says out there,
it's just
and then Matt Walsh comes back on and is like, oh yeah, no, duh, show skin. Guys have been falling for that forever. That's everyone knows that.
Right.
Wear less, and guys are going to be attracted to you. They're going to notice. Guys' eyes go to skin. And I'm thinking, as I'm listening to that, I'm like, how come we can't say that, or that's something that's like, oh, you can't say that because then people think you're weird. No, it's a real thing, and only
it's just
Christians
denying
act like
reality.
You know, you're oppressing my liberty in Christ, and no one's oppressing anything. And I'm talking to generally churched people who are pushing the line and trying to have like, it's just stupid. They're lying to themselves. They're not being honest with themselves. You know what you're trying to do. You're doing it for a reason. And the same thing with guys. On the opposite side, the guys are doing the same thing.
Yep.
All the shorts are getting higher.
Sick of all those
and
guys
higher
in sundresses.
It's just
Yep.
the guys are
sick of all those guys in sundresses.
It's only a matter of time before that's an actual problem.
I think that would have
I don't
the
even know.
opposite effect. You might you might have less dates. So maybe Harry, that's what you need to do to keep the women off you. Just start wearing some sundresses, man.
I honestly don't know what a sundress is.
I'm not quite sure.
I'm
going to assume.
I'm assuming a dress that females wear in the summer.
Springtime?
Yeah.
Sundress.
Yep.
Yeah, I would assume there are modest sundresses though. So,
I would think maybe by definition that the sundress would have to be immodest, but I don't know. I'm not a woman.
I don't know what.
I'm not. I really don't. I'm not even
exactly
sure
what a sundress is.
I don't know what it would look like. I'm not
going to Google it.
I know
either.
what it. No. I almost did that. I was like, well, let's just
Google,
like
just
no,
Google,
because that's not
Google
good.
modest sundresses. Duh.
That's not going to help.
Knee length.
I will say this, like, it definitely, it's funny, like the fact that you have to specify.
Sundresses.
Would you listen to me? Because I
that are turtlenecks, like a turtleneck sundress. Can we get that trending? Somebody out there, we need a turtleneck sundress, full sleeves, and leggings.
Built-in
market that bad boy.
Sweater sundress. It's
Amish sundress.
The whole thing's made out of thick wool.
A sundress you can wear in wintertime too.
Amish sundress. Here we go.
And it's got a little hood on the back.
Here we go. This has to be.
Like they turned into a bonnet.
Sundress.
It's just denim. The whole thing is
Yes,
denim,
here we
head to
go.
toe.
That's it.
You find an Amish sundress.
Yeah. Just full head to toe.
Burkas.
like
I feel like
It's almost a burqa.
I feel like
the
that should be the church.
Baptist burqa. That's what we need to start.
A Baptist burqa. That's the title.
It's like a little house.
That's the title of the episode. Baptist burqa.
That being said, you can wear that in church. So if more power to you. But that is just a bed sheet.
Look on our YouTube to see this. It's a
Amish dress, and then like on the same thing as a burqa.
Let me see this.
It's a casual wear burqa.
And there's two burqas.
there it is.
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
David, zoom in on that, Kenzie.
I'm gonna put it up on the screen.
How much
Amish
is that?
sundress.
Yeah.
Anyways, I understand that everyone's probably thinking these guys have no business talking about modesty. So
Yeah, I mean, Cameron's wearing jeans and a basketball jersey.
Yeah, literally,
What do I
you're wearing
know?
a sleeveless shirt right now, sicko.
Yeah. You disgust me.
Hypocrite.
My guns are covered.
Hypocrite.
Not his. He flexes too hard. There goes his shirt.
The stumblers are covered.
That is so funny. I love that. That is
All right.
beautiful.
We gotta cut this off.
All right.
Who's got the gospel drop? Before we do that,
Christine.
I'll say this. It looked like I said new version. Guys, give us a follow. Not a follow. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. I don't know if we know how to pop that up on the screen. That'd be great.
It'll be up at the end of the.
Give us
at
a
the end of the video.
subscribe on YouTube. That would really help us out. Again, if you want to give financial support to the podcast, we are not going to deny it.
Nope.
It definitely would help.
You want me to get married or not?
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, both of these guys.
Yeah.
Harrison's
Me
just beating
first.
them off with a heavy stick. Whack, 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 whack.
Yeah.
But no, that would help. That would be awesome. Go to Anchor. Go to any of our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Look under the description. It'll be there. You can click on it. You can pledge monthly support. That would help us greatly. You will receive a free shirt if you do that. That would be a blessing. I think that's it as far as that stuff. Keep emailing in. Comment, like, subscribe. We love you. Dustin.
I just wanted to do that.
That was
Anyway,
impressive.
I thought that was very good. All right. This is Romans 3:23 and 24. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. You've accrued a debt, being a sinner, born into sin, living a sinful life, a debt that you cannot repay yourself, that someone else had to pay for you, someone who's perfect, and that was Jesus Christ. Because of the grace that he had on us and through the redemption of him dying on the cross and shedding his blood for us, we don't have to live a shameful or guilt-ridden life. We can have new life in Jesus Christ, living for him, trying to do something for the Lord. And maybe you're saved, but you're just not right with God. And I can speak to that from a personal level. That is a miserable place to find yourself in. And if you are saved and you're living a sinful life, you're not in fellowship with the Lord, then your time's running out. Like, don't think about it tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till next month. Don't wait for 10 minutes from now. You need to make a decision now. Am I going to live for Jesus Christ, or am I going to live for myself? Because ultimately, those are the only two people you can live for.
Amen. All right, guys. Any comments, questions, concerns, send them in.
Bring them in.
Thank you for listening to episode 29 of the podcast. We love you guys. See you again next week. And until then,
Calm down.
It's
fine.
Nah.
Hardware.
Some of these girls like to buy one, get one free with this hardware. 50% off. Take whatever you can get.
Shave November.
Dude,
Wacko.
I'm telling you.